Hey guys, what's up? I have a deck profile for you today, and for the record, this deck is extremely fun. It's not complete. It has a lot of work that I need to do on it. However, this deck is so fun. It's just crazy fun. I love what I do with it, and I love the pressure that I give the opponent. I just love the entire deck. Really quick, let me take care of something. It's bothering me that that's not facing you guys. Alright. Okay, so this is Dimensional Robos, and this deck is crazy. So our starter is going to be Goyusha. Goyusha is probably our one of the best starters of the game. He lets you stop yourself from being grade stuck, he lets you superior ride, he lets you do crazy shenanigans, especially with how the deck runs now. It's like 90% of the time, actually no, 100% of the time, when you're playing this deck, if you wanted to, on turn 2, you could be on a grade 3, if you wanted to. So, he's our starter. Basically what you do is you take 4 rear guards with Dimensional Robo. It does not have to include himself, but he can be in it if you want him to. Put him in Soul, look into your deck. If you're on a grade 2 Dimensional Police Vanguard, or a grade 2 Dimensional Robo Vanguard, search your deck for a grade 3 and superior ride it. As stands, so it lets you break ride on one turn, lets you cross ride on one turn. It lets you do so much crazy things in one turn. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about our triggers. Alright, our triggers are 4 die battles. Pretty simple. He's the critical trigger of the deck. When he's in Soul, you can take him out to give plus 3k to your Vanguard. For Justice Cobalt, literally is like the only other card in this deck that is not Dimensional Robo. There's one more card, well, 2 more cards, but don't worry. There's no special counterblasts, so whatever your triggers are, it doesn't really matter. I like my triggers being all Dimensional Robo because it fits with the deck as well as helps for Goyusha. I run 4 of the draw trigger and 4 of the heal triggers. Pretty self-explanatory there. So yeah, 8 draw, 4 crit, 4 heal. I tried running a different scheme, rainbow triggers. In fact, all of them were the Dimensional Robo ones, and it just doesn't do it. I don't recommend it, so. Alright, grade 3 time. This is when it gets fun. The grade 3s. First off, we run 4 of Daikaiser. This unit is crazy strong. He is the break ride of the deck. Basically what he does is when a Dimensional Robo, or when anything rides this unit, a Dimensional Police, my bad. When a Dimensional Police rides this unit, Counterblast 1, give plus 10k and a crit to the Vanguard, and when this unit attacks, I don't believe it says a Vanguard. Nope, it just straight up says when this unit drive checks reveals a grade 3 Dimensional Robo, you may target one of your opponent's Guardians in the guard zone and retire it. Also, any effects that unit might have that state cannot be hit is negated. Meaning perfect guards, nope, it goes through and it kills. It is crazy, it's busted, it's nuts. But the only downfall about him is that you have to drive check your grade 3. That is the only bummer. However, with how this deck runs, you can consistently ride break ride over break ride over break ride, and keep that stuff going so you can keep swinging 20 to crit at the opponent. And if they're at 4 or 5 damage, then this is going to be catastrophic. So it's crazy. So yeah, 4 Daikaisers. Next, we run 4 Daiyusha. Daiyusha is the main boss of the deck. No, we do not run Great Daiyusha, and I'll explain why I don't run him in a minute. Basically, Daiyusha's skill is, if his power is 14,000 or higher, yeah, if it's 14,000 or higher, he gets an additional crit. This doesn't stack. It's not like, okay, he's 14k, swing, say you stand him for whatever reason, like Laurel. Swing, Laurel, oh, he's got it again, he's gonna keep that extra critical. It doesn't stack like that. It's just like, it's a one-time thing. It says at the beginning of your attack step. So it's not like he gets that plus crit until the end of the turn, he gets it until the end of the battle. So no matter what, if you self-stand him, he's just going to keep the critical so it doesn't matter. This is my grade 3 lineup. I only run 8, mainly because Daikaiser is not the unit in which I plan to kill with. He's a unit where I want to scare. I want to scare you with him, as well as I want you to drop more guard than you have to with him. On top of that, if I drive check a grade 3, it's all the better. It's amazing. Now, the reason why I don't run Great Daiushin in this deck is because this. You're at 3 damage, I'm at 4. I'm going to swing to end the game. It's going to be 20, 3 criticals, and if I drive check a grade 3, I'm going to end it. That's basically how I plan this game to go. Now, if for whatever reason I drive check a heal trigger, okay, I'm out of limit break. That just killed me. That killed it for me. I can't beat you now because of that. Now that I'm out of limit break, I don't have that extra critical, I'm screwed. So that's the thing. Although I'd be sitting on a 13k body at all times, I'm okay with not being on a 13k body. Yes, it is a 10k body, however, like I said, this deck isn't finished. It's really just fun. On top of that, the 10k body's worth it, especially with what I run in this deck. Alright, so the grade 2s. I run 4 Kaizard. Kaizard is essentially your mini brake ride. When a Dimensional Police rides this unit, you get plus 5,000 to that unit. So that means, oh, I ride Daiusha. Daiusha's swinging 2 crits on turn 2. So yeah, he kickstarts the deck, and on top of that, gives just a little boost. No, you don't want to ride a grade 2 over grade 2 and do that. That's just, no. That's not something you want to do, because now you're going to screw yourself over, because now you can't do a twin drive. I run 2 of the 10k vanillas. I don't need more. I'm going to keep it like this. I'm not swapping him out for anything. I'm going to keep him like that. I would put Mika in this deck. However, I'm not going to. So it's important that you have dimensional Robo units. And for the last of the grade 2s, I run 4 Die Dragons because that's pretty self-explanatory. He's the 12k attacker. One of the first clans to actually get a 12k attacker. It was way back in EB08. In fact, if I'm right, in EB08, when that dropped, only 3 clans had 12k attackers. Maybe 4. I'm not sure. Anyway, we get 4 Die Braves in the grade 1s. Die Brave, when he's in Soul, take him out. You know, just tell your opponent, okay, I'm taking him out. And then when this unit hits the Vanguard, when it hits a Vanguard, you may Counterblast 1 to draw a card. And this ability does stack, meaning if I have 4 of them in Soul, I can take all 4 out. If it hits, I can Counterblast 4 to draw 4. It's just good. It's really, really good. Turn 2 gives me basically a twin drive. If I get a trigger in there, it gives me a +3 to my hand, and all I have to do is -1 from the Soul. When the Soul doesn't even fucking matter, it's just good. I run 4 Die Tiger, who is the 10k attacker, you know, pretty self-explanatory there. I run 3 Dielanders, Dielander. Yeah, I run 3 Dielanders. I'm actually thinking about dropping this to a lower number. The reason being is because he is a 6k booster, and I hit 18k columns and stuff like that. However, actually no, I'm okay. I hit 16k, which hurts any 11k Vanguard. I hit 12k, which hurts, well, 16's good enough. What's the weakest? Yeah, I hit 15k columns with that. Okay, so anyway, never mind. I take that back. 3 is good enough. 3 is really good, actually. When he's placed, Counterblast 1, get 4k to the Vanguard. Speeds the deck up. It's an engine, so... And I only run 3 because of what else is in my grade 1 lineup. 2 Die Mariner. Die Mariner isn't really my favorite unit. He's just like a whatever unit. He has a 7k booster. However, when he's in Soul, it's basically the same ability as my crit trigger. When he's in Soul, take him out, give 3k to the Vanguard. It's an effect that I'm whatever about. I don't really care about the effect that much. I never use the effect that much. However, Soul doesn't matter in this deck. So, lastly, I have 2 Commander Laurels. Commander Laurel is a busted unit, and my god, he makes this deck crazy powerful, and I wouldn't run more than 2. Honestly, I might end up only running 1. Commander Laurel is really good. He's not something that you want to bank off of, though. He's not something that you want to have on the rear guard and hope to God you keep using him. Screw that. I actually won a game with this guy being on rear guard. If he wasn't there, I wouldn't have won. I attacked with Daikaiser, swinging 3 crit when the guy was at 2 damage. I didn't get a critical trigger, nothing. But when he went to guard, I checked into a Daikaiser, killed off... It was a break ride, by the way. Killed off his rear guard, or killed off his guardian, hit him, put him to 5 damage, used Laurel, stood himself, and then swung again, and he didn't have enough hand to guard. So I was able to win. I did a little overkill, but I was still able to win because of Laurel, so love that guy. Basically, there's not really much else to the deck. I mean, you gotta watch yourself with using Go-Yusha. You don't want to burn yourself out hardcore and, you know, use him twice. It's one-time thing that you really use him for. And on top of that, he lets you set up. When playing this deck, really make sure you get... This is pretty simple, but make sure you get, where is he? Daikaiser in opening hand. If you get him in opening hand, you're good. Basically, what I like to do is get Daikaiser out, and then when I'm ready to break ride, go ahead and break ride. Or, if I don't have him in opening hand, I go ahead and search him out with Go-Yusha when I'm on a grade 2. Aside from that, guys, yeah, the deck's just really fun. If I don't already, I don't think I have a video of this deck up yet, but I will definitely get videos up. I just didn't want to give you guys this deck profile yet because there was no perfect guards, as you noticed. And so, yeah, this is kind of a budget deck. However, it's still a threat. It's still powerful. It can beat any deck out there as long as you try to check that grade 3. That's basically it. And as long as your opponent is a little bit cocky. If they're full of themselves and they're be like, perfect guard, you ain't gonna drive check a grade 3. Oh, really? Drive check Daikaiser? Kill it! And then, you know, you win your game, and then they call you a cheater, and you get banned because they think you cheated. Yeah, don't play this deck. Anyway, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please thumbs up. It shows me that I'm doing good, and it also lets me know that you guys want to see more coming from this YouTube. I think we're at like 132 subscribers or something like that, or 134. When we get to 140... Yeah, when we get to 140, no, 150. When we get to 150, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. For those of you who don't know, it's question and answer. I'm going to go ahead and ask people via Facebook, via community I have on Facebook, as well as comments on YouTube's, on the videos. I already have one person who asked me what my favorite clan is. That is going to be that's going to be the first question off the Q&A that I answer. And all that stuff. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. Again, please take like 2 seconds out of your time and give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me know if I'm doing good. Also, what do you think about this deck? Do you like Dimensional Police as well as that goes? And also, what would you do? What would you change out of this deck? Are you excited for Reverse Daikaiser coming up in a month? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Also, if you love this Sayo mat, give it a thumbs up. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. I will talk to you all later.